Hello, my name is Pastor Chris Ong. I'm a pastor here at Full Gospel Assembly, Melbourne. And I'm so glad that you're here at Cell Group and that you're starting this new series with us. The series is called Follow Me, and we are looking at the Gospel of Mark. You know, we thought long and hard about this series, and I'm actually really thrilled to be announcing that we are starting this series for the first time across the whole church. We're doing something that is uniting all the different ministries of our church together with our Sunday services. So over the months of March and April, leading up all the way to Easter, our church across all the ministries, in kids ministry, youth ministry, young adults and adults ministry, and in both of our services, we'll be looking at the Gospel of Mark. This year, as you know, is our year where we are looking at being Christ-centered. In January and February, we did a series over our pulpit on 1 Peter, looking at how to build our foundation on Christ. If you want, you can jump onto our website at www.fjam.org.au, and you can actually find and download audio and video sermons from that series. But I think, it's not going to be a year that is Christ-centered if we don't actually look at the life of Jesus Christ himself. The Gospel of Mark is one of 4 books that look at the life of Jesus in the New Testament. In fact, the original name for the Gospel of Mark is Kata Markon, which is according to Mark. Basically, there's only one Gospel, and the Bible actually has 4 according tos. There's according to John, according to Matthew, according to Luke, and then according to Mark. I think Mark is a great choice for us to get started on, and hopefully it'll be a great choice for you as you continue in cell group and read along with us in the book of Mark. The reason why I say this is because Mark, unlike all the other Gospels, is probably the Reader's Digest of the Gospels. It's the most action-oriented, it's summarized really well, and it pairs down all the inessential facts. Well, all the other facts, all of them are essential obviously, but Mark gets right down to the point to get to the core of these sessions. With Mark, you will see an emphasis on discipleship and an emphasis on reaching the lost. That's why we've called actually this series Follow Me. Because in the book of Mark, there are 4 follow me's that Jesus actually mentions. Today you're going to look at the first one. Now you might be sitting there and thinking, why would we even invest time to look into the life of Jesus? I mean, surely a lot of people in our church already know about Jesus and what it's like to be Christ-centered. Well, can I maybe put to you this? Jesus is actually a real mystery. He was a mystery when he first arrived. He was a mystery to the disciples that he had. He was a mystery to the priests that were there at the time, and he was even a mystery to the average person on the street. I would like to suggest to you today even that Jesus Christ himself remains a little bit of a mystery to the world at large. In fact, he might even be a mystery to the church as we know it today. And I would suggest to you that that is largely because a lot of people don't take time nowadays to read scripture. They don't take a lot of time to see what Christ is actually recorded in. And we are very privileged, very, very privileged to have passed down to us from thousands and thousands of years the original records that were written in Jesus' day. And so instead of hearsay and passing on of oral tradition, what we have is transcripts that have been very carefully transcribed again and again and passed on from century to century down to us. And now in this cell group, we now have this privilege of being able to open up scripture that was written thousands of years ago to look at the life of a real person and how he went about his day, the kind of things he did, and more importantly, the things that he said. Today, you're going to look at Jesus and how he was an unexpected Messiah. He called his disciples to follow him. And in today's first follow me, he says, follow me and I will make you, and then you'll find out what He aims to make His disciples. And it is our hope that in today's session, you will decide to take up that mantle and follow Jesus to, I guess, reach the most unlikely of people, to do the most unlikely of things. I hope that today you will be open to challenge your preconceptions of Jesus, whether this is your first time or whether you're a new visitor or whether even you have been with Jesus for a long, long time. I guarantee you there are things that you can discover about Jesus. There are things that you can put into your life as a result of following after Jesus that you haven't yet considered. So I'm going to pass the time now to our cell group leaders. They've got some great material to share with you. It's material that we are producing ourselves. And it is our hope that as you go through the discussion questions today, that you would keep asking yourself, am I really following Jesus? And where does Jesus really want to lead us today?